Moves have been missed.
She fell flat on my face. It was pure embarrassing.
Physics have been broken.
What the fuck happened there?
Laws of time and space shattered in an instant. Yes, this is entertainment, but the glitches are real. Whoever you are, whatever you do, please don't look at this at home.
Emily, I don't think this is the right song for us.
No, I don't think so either.
You bamming me up? Are you bamming me up?
No. Why would I be bamming you up?
Why would you do such a thing?
I think you just want a fight.
Ah. So we're not going to give them a song then, are we? Fine. You like that? See if I care.
Fine. Fine.
Anyway, hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back. It's, I guess, Bash at the Beach. With Emily Hayden, the Wrestlebeech herself.
Me, Wrestlebeech.
And she's going to book us a show. But she's...
I'm sorry for you all.
I don't know, like, I mean, with the effort that Krieger and Luke and Sharp put in, you're guaranteed you will only be in last place, so...
Fingers crossed.
So, what kind of show was it you wanted to put on, Emily?
Oh, I was having a think about it because we previously discussed about what sort of matches I could do.
Mm-hmm.
And you said about like death matches and stuff, and I kind of toyed with the idea of a death match, but then I was like, nah, we'll do normal matches. But one of them I want to be a no DQ, I think.
Yeah, you can do that, that's absolutely fine.
Absolutely doing that then, and I already know what match I want from a no DQ.
Alright. There we go, you can have Sean McLaughlin as your ref.
Love Sean.
Alright. And you're doing it a bit differently from everybody else so far. Because you are the first person that we've had on this who has decided to forego trying to invite people from other companies or free agents and stuff. So, you said you've been having a think about it, so what's your opener?
So for my opener I was actually having a look at the roster, and I really want Gene Money versus Vince McMahon.
Gene Money versus Vince McMahon you will have.
Yes, that's exactly what I want.
Yeah, so a thing that I can't remember if I told you, but in this save, WWE have gone out of business.
Oh right, okay.
So what happened was we had Manlin on, and
Alright.
and he booked a deathmatch show, and he invited Vince in to fight the Bear in a deathmatch. And then that same month, Vince quit the WWE. We believe to seek his true calling as a deathmatch legend.
Wow.
And then, like, the month after that, WWE just went out of business.
That's amazing. What is the chances of that?
I mean, a game like with a save like ours, pretty high. Thank you Forever Craig for the host. Appreciate it. So, how are you following that up?
I want for my next match? Right. Hold on, so I've actually got it all wrote down in front of me.
You're not the first to do that.
So So the next match that I wanted to see was Debbie Keitel versus Rosemary.
That would be amazing, actually.
I think that would be so awesome. I mean, the woke queen herself against Rosemary.
Rosemary, who did a decent job when we had her on. And we've got
I'm
Debbie
a big fan of
Keitel.
Rosemary.
And she's
Yes.
lovely as well, by the way.
Oh, is she?
She's dead sound. And we've got Debbie Keitel hosting tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be fun. I'll need to tune in for that one as well.
Right, so how are you following that madness?
Okay, so the next match is I had to do it because he's my fellow Seambird, Christopher Saint versus my big pal Krieger.
Oh, okay. So, Christopher Saint is actually a former champion of ours.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, who's it he... I'm trying to remember the lineage. Oh yeah, he beat Andy Wilde for the title.
Oh, so it was Andy, then Chris, and now, like, what is it, a bear?
Well, it was actually Rusev that beat Saint, and then the bear beat Rusev.
And now we've got a bear heavyweight champion.
Aye.
I mean, I could have went one way with it where I had Chris wrestle the bear, but I decided not to do that.
I mean, there's a joke in there somewhere, I'm sure.
I'm sure, but I'm not going to say it, because, you know, because then we need to get my lawyers involved, and then we need to get, I don't know, like Captain Google's lawyers involved. It's just a whole lawyer thing. Is the word lawyer starting to sound weird to you?
It's always sounded kind of weird. Are you going to walk into the courtroom with the tape deck and the briefcase like Eric did?
Absolutely.
I would like pay good money to see that. It would be
the music to play.
actual literal wrestler's court.
I would totally do that. Just walk in and be like, bam, 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 bam.
You know, on one of our streams with our like made up characters and that, we actually did a wrestler's court segment where I like cut the, like, it was all still images. Like, I cut the characters out of this game and I used the backgrounds from Phoenix Wright.
Wow.
So, how are you following that?
Right. So far we have G Money versus Vince McMahon, Debbie Keitel versus Rosemary, Christopher Saint versus Krieger. So this is the one that I really wanted. Me and Toasty actually agreed on this.
Alright.
I wanted to be, well, he specified he wanted it to be a no DQ, and I asked for it to be my man David Arquette.
Alright.
Versus, and this was Toasty's request, Luke King Sharp, the boy.
Oh my god. Again, I would pay good money to see that.
I'd love to see that.
Right. There's Lou. There's Lou. And that's the no DQ one.
And that's no DQ.
Alright, so how are we following that?
Oh, this is us 4 matches into the 5th, isn't it?
That's right.
Okay, so I want the first half main event for my show, because it's my show and not yours.
Okay.
Is my WrestleMania, Jayla Dark, and Piper Niven.
Oh.
I want to reunite SheX versus Aisha Raymond and Sugar Dunkerton for the tag belts.
Oh, okay. What gear are we going for Jayla, by the way? So,
What year?
what outfit?
Yeah.
So we got the black and red, we got the white and orange, we got that one, and we've got the old school Bet Noir gear.
Black black and red because I really love that black and red gear.
It's so cool, isn't it?
It's so awesome. Don't get me wrong, like I love the white and orange, but because I always saw it in the black and red, it was just so cool. I loved it.
And that is for the titles.
Yeah.
Make sure it's always as it should be there. Right. So, back into the show. Second half. What we doing?
Second half. So I was thinking Joe Hendry versus Andrew Everett.
Oh, okay. I wonder what song Joe would do for that.
Oh, I want him to do his COVID song because I really like that one and it's been stuck in my head all week.
You know what one I would love for him to bring back, because he only did it like once or twice, and it's a shame because it was really good. The We Fell in Love with Joe Hendry's Face one.
Oh my god, that was a good one. Do you know what was my favourite? The Jack Jester one.
Oh, that was a cracker.
Oh, I couldn't stop laughing. That was stuck in my head for ages. And the one he done against Joey Ryan. That was brilliant.
Oh yeah. That was the thong song, right?
Yeah, when he parodied the thong song, that was amazing.
One I really liked that not a lot of people saw was it was one he did at Pro Wrestling Elite, and it was like a 4-way with Jester, Wolfgang, and Joe Coffey. And he did Mambo number 5.
Oh my god. That is amazing.
Oh, that's awesome, Craig. Thank you. Craig just donated to the link, by the way.
Oh wow, thank you, Craig.
Oh, Spike Dragon in the chat says he liked the Lionheart one. Lionheart Liam Thompson one. How good was that Lionheart impression, by the way?
No, that was a really good impression.
It was like so good because you can see Hart on the outside just trying not to burst.
Oh, I know.
Right, so how are we following Hendry then?
Well, it'll be a hard one to follow. But, well, Toasty asked for this one, and because I love my baby very much, I decided to give him it. So he's asked for Wrestlebeech versus the Irish Hussy, Unicorn, Amy Alonso.
Ah, so it's like an interstable wee battle we've got going here.
Yeah, something different. I noticed that we were in a stable.
That was like by chat request, by the way. Because the first two stables, the Viper one and your one, they got made during the charity stream by viewer request.
That's amazing.
We've got more people in the chat. Jen's there. Hello. Chainsaw's there. Hello.
Oh.
Jen says her favourite one's still the Mikey Whiplash one.
Whiplash one was good. I really like that one. And I liked the video that he done. It was about Lewis Girvin. And it was the wee boy who was in the video.
Oh yeah. It was Chris Toll's boy, wasn't it?
He's playing Pigwin.
What is it like? What is it he's asking for again? Like Jaffa cakes or something?
He's like, I want Jaffa cake.
Hello, Ironclad. So how are we following this?
Right. So the next match that I wanted to see was I picked Andy Wild and Toasty picked Warhorse.
Alright, so them against each that would be belting actually.
I'd love to see that live. Two of these I've got like my own stipulation in my head since we can't actually put them into Fire Pro. So I'll wait until the matches are going on and I'll explain those.
Whatever it is, we'll make them canon.
Yes, I love it.
Right, so semi-main event.
Right, so semi-main event is Session Wolf Martina versus Sarah Marie Taylor.
I'm sure someone else booked that and all, but I'm happy to go with it again.
Oh, I heard that this one happened before, and I want to do it again because I've got a few things I want to add to it.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, 'cause, I mean, Sarah herself said it's a match she would like love to have.
I'd actually love to see that match. I think that would be a really good comedy match.
Oh, totally. I mean, I said the same because like I think Sarah's biggest strength is like her facial expressions and stuff like that.
Yes,
So-
yes, definitely.
And the main event, what we having?
Of course, I had to go with the giant bear, didn't
Oh, all right. So giant bear.
I? Giant bear versus Johnny Impact.
Oh, okay. And
It's a
then,
match I would love to see.
and is the title on the line?
The title is on the line because it's a main event and it's my show.
Nobody. I don't think anyone's beaten the bear in this mode yet, by the way.
I'm so excited. Let's see if he gets beat tonight.
Because one of the things that basically the reason that we have a bear is it's a Fire Pro stream tradition that we have where basically to close things out we'll pick a wrestler either at random or have the guest pick or have the chat pick and we put them in a shoot fight with a bear.
Wow.
Because you can do like MMA fights in this as well.
Yeah.
And people have beaten the bear in the shoot fight but no in wrestling matches.
How does that make sense?
It's to do with because there's a lot of RNG in the game with how they behave. Like X amount of times they'll do this, that, or the other bit. The MMA fighters in it do behave differently than wrestlers. And then with the wrestlers, there's like a hidden spirit meter that like allows them to make like big comebacks and stuff like that. So the AI behaves very differently during them, so I think it's to do with that. But without further ado, our opening contest, Gene Money versus Vince McMahon. And
Join the Kiss My Ass Club.
and,
But it's Gene Money's Kiss My Ass Club,
alright,
not
so
Vince McMahon's.
So
The other way about.
if Vince loses, he has to kiss Gene Money's glorious cheeks.
That's it.
How do we both sound, by the way? Do we both sound good in comparison to the game chat? Are we alright? And yeah, Jim saying he likes the donation bit as well. Like, that's 100% by Emily's request. As a lot of you know, I've been saying to the guests and that, hey, if there's like a charity you want to put a donation link out there for, I'm very, very happy to do that because, I don't stream to make money. I stream to have a laugh with my friends. And a lot of people have been picking like charities that mean something to them personally, and I'm more than happy to accommodate that. So here we go, Gene Money. I've done my best to replicate the nipple tape.
I don't think anyone can replicate that nipple tape. That's just something else.
I made this Gene Money, by the way.
There's quite a few of the characters in this, though, didn't you?
Most of the Scottish ones I've got, I made. Like the only, because before I got involved, the only Scottish ones that were up were like basically the NXT UK folk and like a handful of the more obvious ICW folk. Like, like people like Lionheart and BT Gunn and that. That Sean was my attempt as well, by the way.
Good attempt, to be fair. Oh, what Gene should do? He should start selling like just custom nipple tape.
Oh yeah, or even like a t-shirt with like the nipple tape where the nipples should be.
Totally. Totally.
The only thing is, like,
This is when we should get the lawyers involved.
the only thing is, he would need to do like sort of women's fit ones for it if women wanted to wear it, because, and I know it's a problem Joanna's had, like having to buy a size over what you are because, you know, bosoms.
Yeah, I've had that problem too. The struggle is just with ladies.
The struggle is real.
The struggle is real, beaches. The struggle is real.
And yeah, Craig, like, Gene Money's a lovely guy as well as being like very funny.
Very lovely. Anytime I've ever spoken to him when I've been at Discovery, shout out Discovery. Yeah, he's always been lovely anytime I've spoken to him. Plenty of time for Gene. Always makes me laugh as well.
That's the thing, as well as being funny as anything, he's very, very lovely. Like,
I don't think I've ever met anyone that's had a bad word to say about Gene, if I'm being honest.
you know, he told me, like, he didn't set out to be a comedy wrestler.
Really?
Aye. He was like, I didn't set out to be a comedy wrestler, I just really enjoy dicking about.
I mean, I can relate to that, but then again, I'm a super serious wrestler.
I was going to say, like, I mean, it's, in fact, it came up when we had Kate Foray on, who's like an American-based wrestling writer, and we were talking about like how there, because you do a lot of comedy in your matches and stuff, and how there's not.
I mean, no, what are you talking about? I'm always so serious at it, so.
But we were talking about
a deathmatch expert and everything, you know.
like Queen of Strong style Emily Hayden.
She drinks a diet Iron Brew.
But we were talking about like how there isn't really a lot of women that do that, like have so much comedy in what they do. She actually booked you on the strength, like, even though, because like she's in the US and there was a lot of the local names she wasn't really familiar with, but she booked you just purely based on the idea that, you know, you're a funny woman in wrestling.
Oh wow.
And like by the time she was done, she was like because like the people that she wasn't familiar with, I would like to tell her a bit about them and stuff. You know, people like yourself or Gene and whoever else. And by the end of it, she was like, right, I'm going to absolutely have to check all these people out.
I mean, I would love to know how you explain me. Cause I feel like there's a lot of depth in there. I mean, I like to do that about people where I've got my set explanations for when I introduce someone. Like, I'll give you an example, and I've told Chris this one, and it always makes Chris laugh. Anytime I introduce anyone to Chris Percent, I always go, "This is Chris. He means well."
That's a good idea, Chainsaw. Is booking Vincent the embarrassing stipulations our thing now? Because I'm here for it.
If we can make it a common occurrence on the channel, absolutely.
Ah.
I mean, I'm just doing it because it's part of one of my all-time favourite WrestleManias.
Which one?
Remember when he wrestled Shawn Michaels and it was to get him to join the Kiss Mask Club?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of my favourite matches and one of my all-time favourite WrestleManias. I believe it was the same one Edge vs Mick Foley was on. So I'll never forget that match. That match was awesome. That
was WrestleMania 23? No, 22. Was it?
It was WrestleMania 22, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I always get it muddled up. Like, if you ask any of my friends, I always get like 22 and 23 mixed up. So. I'll always remember the matches, but never the number.
Once you go past like WrestleMania 20, I'm the same. And to be honest, even some of the ones from like sort of, I guess like 11 to 14, I get kind of muddled up. Like the ones before that, they're like my childhood, so I do pretty much remember most of them.
See, I'm the exact same.
Oh,
Bad Vince for...
Gene hits the spam javelin. Are you watching on the stream or are you watching in Discord?
I'm watching on the stream.
If you watch on Discord, because the stream's delayed.
Ah.
That's why I brought it up in the Discord.
Like both my thingies.
That's why I always bring it up in Discord as well, so you can see all the stuff as it happens. And there we go. And even there, see, slapping the bum, getting Vince ready to kiss it.
I think I made a pretty good booking choice.
So starting off with a 95% rated match, I would say that's a good start.
I hope it's a good start, I really do.
Next up, our newest signing, Debbie Keitel versus Rosemary. Is there a stipulation for this one?
Well, I had an idea that if Debbie loses, she is not to drink coffee for a week.
Oh! You know,
Yeah.
since we signed her, she's been complaining a lot, like, because every now and then you'll get a wrestler on your roster who will say, like, they come into your office and they're no happy, and it's always her. You know, I know it sounds really funny with Debbie Keitel as well. So, like, before she started wrestling in Fierce Females and that, she was one of those people I kind of, like, knew of but hadn't, like, seen anything of yet.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't know until a friend told me that she used to basically have a ska gimmick. She used to come out to, like, Mighty Mighty Boss Tones and stuff. There's like videos on YouTube, like, you know, like some companies put out like the entrance video things.
Oh yeah.
And there's ones of her like skanking about to like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones and stuff.
My God, that is amazing.
I genuinely didn't know until like my pal Scott told me.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Like when I first saw Debbie, it was around about the time when she started coming over for like Fierce Females and whatnot. So I only ever really saw her when she started doing I always call it the Quentin Tarantino gimmick.
Aye.
So when she would come out to the coasters down in Mexico from like Death Proof and things like that. And then when she became Death Proof Debbie after the match that she had with Jokey, I think that was when she started doing like the men's match and the hardcore match and things like that.
Yeah.
Trying about the time like I really saw Debbie and I loved her. Like I have to admit, she's one of my girl crushes in wrestling.
Oh, how can she not be?
But I love her. I remember first time I saw her doing her entrance and it was the Coaster song. And I was like, oh my God, that's the Kurt Russell movie, this is amazing.
We were actually talking, like, I mean, you're saying, like, Debbie's your girl crush. We were actually talking about that. We were talking about that on stream the other day, like, how she's one of those people, and it's not even like a lust thing or anything like that. It's one of those people where you see her and you're just like, oh come on, that's just no fair.
It's so true. I just look at her and I'm like, you're a good talker, and you're a fantastic wrestler, and you're just so beautiful. Like, I love you and I hate you at the same time. I want to be you and I want to be with you. How can we make it happen?
I think you and her in a match would be a lot of fun.
I think that would be a lot of fun, yeah.
Has it ever happened? Or have you ever been in the same match anywhere?
No, I've never been in the same match. We've always been on the same shows together, or like there was the Disco Derby, for example, and we were in that together, but we weren't in at the same time.
Yeah.
We were always ships passing in the night, if anything. But I would love to wrestle her. She's actually on my bucket list for wrestlers.
Like, I mean, I guess, like, I mean, obviously she's hosting tomorrow, and I guess for anyone who's like familiar with Debbie Keitel, she might be kind of like a pick out of left field, like not someone you'd expect me to go for, but that's kind of why I did. Like, because I don't want it to just all be like the same kind of people in that. I want to have like as many people, different kinds of people as possible.
100%. I actually can't wait for everyone to get a chance to actually hear from Debbie herself tomorrow night, because honestly, like, despite the character that she portrays, the woke queen and whatnot, she is lovely.
That's the thing, I've heard nothing but lovely things about her. My thing is, like, you know, so long as you're sound, you're welcome in.
Absolutely. You know, I'll be tuning in for that show tomorrow because of my love of Debbie Keitel. So.
Well, I mean, we all love Debbie.
I love Debbie.
And Rosemary as well.
Debbie. Yeah, Rosemary as well. I remember I used to watch, well, obviously I still watch her, but I mean, before she did the Rosemary character, it was Courtney Rush she was doing.
We do have Courtney Rush in the game as well, by the way, like as a separate character. I made her because nobody had made her as Courtney Rush. Everyone made her as Rosemary.
Yeah.
Like whoever made this Rosemary had it set so. Oh shit! Well, Debbie's dead.
No coffee.
Yeah, they'd set Courtney Rush as like one of the alternate attires. So I set it so, because the thing is, between the two she wrestles very different. So I just set it as like a completely separate character.
Love the Rosemary character as well, though, don't get me wrong. Like,
but yeah, she was one of the guest hosts that we had, and she was amazing at it.
I remember why I missed that one, but I was gutted that I did. I might have been when I was doing the beach cave, but...
Yeah, well, we're going to have her back at some point.
Well, I really hope you do, and then I'll let you tune in for that one.
Like, she's one of the folk that's basically been told she's absolutely got like an open invite to come back.
100%. 100%.
Because, like, in addition to being like a fantastic wrestler and a fantastic character and all that, she's just like really, really sound.
She's another one that I've always heard really nice things about.
Oh, that's a point. Chainsaw in the chat. What if Debbie's hurt and can't compete on her own show?
Sorry, Debbie. I'll buy you coffee for, not this week because you're off it now, but the following week.
So what's the step here?
Then I'll stock you up with like Tetley's tea bags or something, I don't know.
What's the step for Krieger versus Saint?
Right. I had the idea because, as we all know, Krieger used to do a little bit of the sexy dancing because, as you know, Skidmaster sexy. But then you have Christopher Saint, I thought if Tiger wins, Christopher Saint needs to give Tiger a lap dance.
Oh my god. Someone needs...
He needs to look like he's enjoying it.
You know how, like, especially in America, like, obviously not right now, but they would do the things of, like, you know, like Warhorse and Danhausen had a show together for WrestleMania weekend, and you get the, like the Joey Janela ones and stuff. With this, somebody needs to give you your own show. Just give you the book for the night.
I don't know if anyone would actually trust me enough to do that, but I would love that, and I would really make it an actual show called Bash at the Beach, so whoever would like a show called Bash at the Beach this summer, please let me know.
And then the following year you could have like the follow-up, Beach Blast.
Totally. I'm going to make a note of all this right now in my Sailor Moon book. Yes,
Well,
that's right, I have a Sailor Moon's notebook that I write all my ideas into.
yeah, Forever Craig says if that was on Fight TV he'd absolutely buy it.
Thank you, Craig. If it was on Fight TV, I wouldn't need to work my shoot job, so...
And he also says Sailor Moon is awesome.
Sailor Moon is awesome, thanks very much. My favourite Sailor Mars.
See, I've never watched it. I've never been a huge anime guy. Like, I've seen individual animes, but I'm not, like, what I guess you would call, like, an anime fan, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. Like, you've maybe watched, like, a couple of the mainstream things, like Pokemon or something.
not even that.
Like everyone knows Pokemon.
Like, because my wee sister's big into anime.
Alright.
And, like, so I've seen a lot of stuff through her. Like obviously, like, I guess, like, Naruto's, like, one of the obvious ones.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z. In fact, that's another reason, like, you and Courtney Rush would get along. She's actually got a Dragon Ball Z tattoo.
Wow, that is so cool. Fun fact, by the way, for everyone in the chat, I actually have 2 cats, and they're both named Dragon Ball Z characters.
Yep, was it Goku and what's the other one again?
Goku and Krillin.
Goku and Krillin.
I didn't pick the names, by the way. When me and my boyfriend got together, the cats were already named, so I didn't get a choice in the matter.
It was just a happy accident then.
It was a happy accident, so, but Goku's my wee baby, he's my wee pal. He's been my pal since like day one. Dylan, he's the more antisocial one, but he's starting to warm up to me because I feed him. You know, just won him over with food, that's it, that's all you need.
Oh, Chainsaw says they're releasing 100 episodes of Sailor Moon on YouTube.
Oh, I heard about that. That's pretty awesome. Like, I've actually got the original ones on DVD thanks to my brother. And I've actually been getting the boyfriend to sit and watch them with me, and he thinks it's awesome. But I think it was like 2 years ago or something like that now. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But they did Sailor Moon Crystal, which is basically a reboot of the Sailor Moon series, and it's actually pretty awesome.
Oh, okay.
So like they've just updated the artwork and whatnot.
I'm trying to get other animes that I saw from my sister. Like, one of them was the Final Fantasy one.
Oh, that was a good one. I quite liked that one.
Full Metal Panic from Mofu.
Alright, okay. I'm not really familiar with that one.
It's very, very silly.
Well, I do love a silly anime, like, what was one I watched? Shuffle. And that, I had the one boy with all the girls in love with him dynamic, and it was amazing. It was like, one was a demon, one was a god, one was an alien, things like that.
Okay.
all go to school together.
See, like, this one was more sort of the dynamic was, it was like this boy at a school, and I'm trying to remember because it has been a while since I watched it. I think he came from like a military school or something.
Oh, okay.
And so like he's like very dead serious and straightforward and deadpan and all the rest of it. Whereas, and he's got like all this sort of madness going on around him kind of thing.
I'll let you check it out. It sounds pretty good.
It always made me laugh. So. And we've got quite a similar sense of humour, so. And Chris St. wins with a boot to the balls.
Well done. That's my Bird's brother for you.
So, since St. won, what's the stipulation there?
Well, Saint won, so it was a Tiger one, Saint had to give him a lap dance. If Saint won, then... Oh, I don't know if I should say it. that was an evil laugh, I'm very sorry for that. Basically, if Saint won, then Krieger would need to be like his little bitch boy for a week.
Okay. The old, the old sitcom dynamic.
Yeah.
Next up, the one no DQ match of the night. Is David Arquette and Liu King Sharp.
And that's a match I would actually love to see.
Oh, same. I mean, like when we had Alan for Discovery on, like, and he's made no secret that he would love to book David Arquette at some point. And
love that they booked David Arquette.
And he said that Liu King Sharp is absolutely one of the people he would think about putting him up against.
100%. If he did not do that, I would be very sad, I'm not gonna lie.
He basically said it would be like Liu King Sharp, Session Moth, Gene, or Shug, or some combination of the lot.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. You coming up? No?
That Mocky?
Aye.
I'll get Goku right here as well.
I'm like sat like on my bed, and like she was kinda like stood up, like paws on like the top of the mattress kind of thing. What are you up to, you wee dafty? Oh, where are you going?
I'll get Goku.
Oh, hey Tigra.
Hold on, I'll put up a photo of Goku on my social medias just now so you can all see what he's like.
Was that the one you sent me earlier?
Yes, he's still sitting like that just now. So, just so the chat knows, I sent Adam a photo earlier, and it was of Goku, so he was cuddled up beside me while I was playing the Final Fantasy VII remake. Before the stream started, he's still sitting like this just... So I'll put up a photo on my social medias and I'll show you.
Right, that's the thing as well. I need to play that, because I need to, I mean obviously I told you earlier about the PS4 issues I've been having, but like, because again, and it's the main reason she's not been back already yet. Courtney Rush has been like distracted playing that and all, so.
It's such a good game though, to be fair, like I've nearly finished it already.
How long is it? Because she said there's a lot of new stuff in it.
Like I'll give you an example. You know how at the very start of the original game you need to go to the Mako reactor and blow that up? They've added in like a fuck ton of other stuff that you have to do in between. So there's like clip scenes where they've done like remember in the original like Cloud he would get like these kind of flashbacks and he would like hear voices in his head and things like that. So they've actually done like proper hallucination stuff with it, so it's like he thinks he's talking to Sephiroth.
I've seen bits of that. I've seen bits of that through my pal Rec playing it. because he did a wee bit of, like, basically the demo part on stream.
Ah.
Which is basically up to the escape through the reactor.
At the bit when you first see Sephiroth, because I was not expecting it, and I was just like, oh my god, it's Sephiroth so soon in the game. This is amazing.
Captain Marvelous 182 says, Eric Matthews voice, Emily, Emily.
That's my brother.
We need to. That's what you should do. Like, make it like a wee Emily doll, like the Eric doll that he made in the last episode. And like you pull the string on the back, and it's like toasty, toasty.
Totally do that.
Yes, Forever Craig, the Mako reactor. I always pronounced it Mako, not Mako.
Yeah, I used to do that, and then they brought out, what was it, Advent Children, and they were pronounced it Mako, and then in Dirge of Cerberus as well, they were calling it Mako, and I was like, ah, so it's Mako then.
Oh my god, someone else that played Dirge of Cerberus.
I actually thought it was a really good game.
I liked it.
It was such a departure from the turn-based sort of a style from the JRPGs that Final Fantasy normally is, so I really enjoyed it. Like, it really added more to the Final Fantasy VII story, and it really gave you a proper in-depth character to Vincent.
Same like...
Because you didn't really know, and I used to be a carer as well as one of my shoot jobs, so it's just something that and I felt like that was the charity that I needed to pick tonight. I had a few options, and that was the one I decided to go with.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, if anyone's like watching this, and if you're not in a position financially to donate to them, you know, obviously look after yourself first, because everyone's got everyone's got a lot to worry about right now. But I mean, if you are enjoying this and and some people donate sometimes as like a thank you or whatever, just say donate to them instead, because it's a great cause.
See, as long as, at the end of the day, as long as we're all having a laugh and we're all having fun, that's all it is. It's a tough time just now, so that's why I've kind of picked the show the way that I have, and with all the silly stipulations and whatnot. Everyone deserves a laugh right now, and whoever said that I was a serious wrestler, which I am, for the most part I'm not. So why the hell should I be a serious booker at this point as well?
Yeah, just so everyone knows, the problem was with OBS itself, not my internet. So it's fine now. It's fixed now. So LT Grace, we're back up and running now. It just kind of froze for a wee bit. I don't know. Did you catch me and Emily's wee spiel there about the charity? By the way, I don't know if they caught that. I hope they did.
Oh. Hopefully you did. If you didn't, sound off in the chat. If you did, sound off in the chat. Let us know. LL Tigre Jungles just saying, just wanted to say hello, battling a headache today. Oh, I hope you feel better. What's up? Love the Brave Little Toaster logo. Thank you. Yeah, it came about just because of that kids movie, The Brave Little Toaster, and I thought, well, Toasty deserves a little bit of love, so Brave Little Toaster, here we go.
I think the last thing they caught us talking about was Dirge of Cerberus.
Ah.
Okay, so all we were saying was, like, cause Emily picked the charity, the National Autistic Society, because it's one that means a great deal to her. And our thing is, like, obviously, if anyone's like skint or whatever, you know, don't worry about it, because our main thing here is just having a laugh and having a good time. But if anyone is like, oh, I really enjoyed that, and some people donate to say thank you, just like donate it to them instead of us, because, you know, they're a great cause. And we're both okay right now. I mean, Emily's, you're working from home with your shoot job, and and my work are looking after me. So.
So at the end of the day, if you can donate, that's great. But if you can't, that's perfectly fine too. We're all going through a really hard time just now. So it was like I was saying to Adam earlier when this cut out.
Yeah.
The reason that I've actually booked the show that I have with the silly stipulations. Everyone deserves a laugh right now, and well. I'm normally a super serious wrestler, not really, but like why the hell should I be a super serious booker as well at this point, you know? Let's just all have a laugh.
And there's Arquette 1, so what was the stipulation there?
Oh, well, the stipulation for this match was that David won. Luke King Sharp was not allowed to do any death matches for a month.
Oh.
I know he's the blood tourist that will kill him.
Here we go, the first half main event. The tag title match, and I'll speed it up a wee bit because the tag matches do tend to go a bit longer sometimes. So besides the tag titles being on the line, what's the stipulation here?
Oh, I don't really have a stipulation like proper in mind for this one. So I actually had an idea for this one instead.
Okay.
I thought whoever comes up with the best stipulation in mind in the chat, that'll be the stipulation of the match.
Okay. I mean, I had one in mind, but it would only apply to one of them, and that's if Aisha and Shug retain. Jayla has to watch the rest of The Witcher.
My God, that is the stipulation.
That's Smokey curled up on the end of the bed now. A wee sook. One of them has to watch the House of the Dead movie.
My brother hates that movie with a passion, and he's trying to inflict this on other people.
What a cruel man.
I know.
And yes, Jayla's entrance does take longer so I can listen to the theme more.
Because we love Jayla's theme.
It's the same with Shug's theme.
Totally agree. Oh, Shug. This match is going to be so difficult for me to watch. I love everyone in it.
Oh, they're coming out to Aisha's theme.
Oh.
The one with the Eye of the Tiger knockoff riff.
Love it.
Oh yeah! When
fire. It was like fire, dun 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 dun.
was that the one that had a pitch shift or something?
Yeah, and that actually ties in with one of my all-time favourite scooter videos. If anyone has never seen this, please look it up right now. It is amazing. It is Scooter, and he's saying, "I'm dreaming of a white Christmas." Have you seen this one?
I've not, no.
Right, so he's on this like talk show, and he's doing like this really beautiful ballad of "I'm dreaming of a white Christmas," and there's a tree in the background, and he just goes, "Fire!" and the tree goes on fire. and then his DJ just starts giving it yell, and like the tune kicks in. And it's the greatest Christmas video I've ever watched. I watch it every year.
So chat, who are you backing in this one? Because we can't back anybody.
We can't really back anyone. Lucas decided he's going to sit in my Amazon box. So I'm going to get a photo of that as well and put that up so you can all see that.
Hey Emily, remember the Blood Rain movie?
Oh no. That is a terrible movie. If there was a movie I watched that I never watched, it was a Blood Rain movie. It's between that and House of the Dead anyway.
I mean, I generally love So Bad They're Good movies, but...
I'm trying to think what's my favourite So Bad It's Good movie.
I really like, and it's one that nobody else has ever seen. It's called Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze.
That sounds interesting.
So like, it's from... It was made in like the 70s. And it's like, Doc Savage is like this old comic book character from like I think like the 20s and 30s. Apparently they're doing like a new movie based around him and it's going to be The Rock in it. But the 70s movie basically, because the character's like this kind of like almost Renaissance man adventurer scientist type. Like apparently Indiana Jones was like loosely based around him. But in like Doc Savage, he's like, he can date, he's one of the bastards that can date everything. He's like a scientist and shit as well. But this movie did to him what the 60s did to Batman.
Wow.
And it's amazing. And like literally all of the music in it is John Philip Sousa marches and stuff.
Wow.
I cannot express quite how much I love this film. It came on randomly on Channel 5 one day after Columbo, and I was like, this is amazing. Why have I never seen this before? I've also...
Oh my god, like, I'm trying to think, like, my brother's in fact reminded me, the movie that I love that's so bad it's so good is The Room.
I think that's everyone's one really, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that one. And see when you hear stories about Tommy Wiseau, like he does his own screenings for it, and I heard that he's actually like done a Q&A and he's actually like handed out the snacks and stuff during the movie. That's amazing.
I'm trying to think what else. I mean obviously a lot of the like Mystery Science Theatre ones and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like Manos of Hands of Fate and Space Mutiny and stuff. Oh no man, like Chainsaw, honestly, if you can find it online, because I don't think it's out on DVD or anything, but if you can find the Doc Savage film, watch it, it's amazing.
Who's gonna win? I'd be amazed if GX actually won the titles. I'd be very happy. I mean, I'd be very sad. I mean, it's a tough choice. Make me back, it's like Sophie's choice!
The thing is though, like GX will probably lose because Jayla's in it and I'm watching. Although, like, there is a thing. I don't think you were there when we talked about this. When I was talking to Jayla, like, just after our last match at Fierce Females. And it's been decided that the curse has passed on to AMA Lonzy.
Oh, I have heard this though.
Because she's never won a match I've been in the crowd for. And to add to this, she finally won at Fierce Females the other month, and I wasn't there.
You were not there.
Oh, and the champs retain. So that means Jailer's got to watch The Witcher.
My ma's not going to be happy with that.
I mean,
Sorry, Ma.
has to be said, like, they've been scudding everyone, Aisha and Shug.
I mean, when you've got Aisha like as the powerhouse and Shug just as I don't know, the sexy machismo, then
Well, as Shug put it when he was on, because it was him that actually formed them as a tag team. As he put as he put it, like, Aisha does all the work because she's a strong black independent woman who don't need no man.
and preach.
And yeah, like, they've basically held the titles since he hosted it, and he was one of the first people to do it. Here comes our boy.
Here he comes.
So, Joe Hendry versus Andrew Everett. What's the stipulation here?
The stipulation for this match was the Andrew Everett, if he loses, he has to make a song up for Joe Hendry and he has to sing it.
I think
Right
he'd be into that, actually.
Everyone.
I actually think that he'd be into that. Yeah, it was Forever Craig says Andrew might actually do that.
Then we can't have that.
Yeah, Chainsaw says your steps are the best.
Yeah.
By the way, see when Lou and Krieger were on here, did you know that Krieger actually thought that Andrew Everett was like 7 foot tall?
Really?
Aye. So what's your prediction here then, anyway?
I have to say, I'm gonna hand it to Joe. What's everyone else in the chat say? How about you, Adam? What do you think?
I think Joe, because Joe's been doing really well for us. Joe actually recently fought the bear, and although he didn't come up with the victory, he put up a damn good fight against it. Also, what I was saying about like having the bear and shoot fights at the end of the screen, one of the people who has actually beaten the bear is Aisha Raymond.
Of course. I'm not surprised my sis beat a bear.
Not just beat the bear, but actually knocked it out with a headbutt.
At least you could do that in real life, so you know what? I'm not going to question that. And she powerbombed me through a table once because I wouldn't let her be the shoe. I gave her Monopoly, so you can ask Jayla this. It actually happened.
Oh no, I believe it. One of the things actually that puts me in mind of is the two most recent people that I've made in the game are Jackie Grady and Rob Mills. And like,
really?
aye, and watching like the Reckless Intent stuff where she's coming out as like their muscle. Well, basically, like I immediately popped for them when they teamed up in Discovery because they were coming out to Belinda Carlisle, and that's like a way to instantly win my heart.
We know how much you love Belinda Carlisle.
Aye.
I remember one of the Discovery shows. I think I must have been wrestling on it or something. I ended up chatting away to you at the merch table, and you had on your Belinda Carlisle t-shirt.
Yeah.
She'd not long done a gig over here, I think it was.
Mm.
And I loved the t-shirt, it was amazing.
Yeah. I've got like 3 Belinda Carlisle t-shirts.
I probably you were wearing, but I can't actually remember. I think it was like a recent one that you got. You were telling me about it because of the...
Was it the white one?
I think it was your white one.
Mm.
Right, it was your white one.
Aye, that was...
Because I don't think I'd ever seen you wear a white t-shirt.
It's not something you see wrestling fans wearing that often.
It's very true.
Oh, that's a thing forever, Craig. Alex writes WCW repackage, but he loves her, so he becomes Berlinder Carlisle.
Ah,
See, that's the level of jokes we love here.
love a good bad pun, so keep them coming.
So here it is. The big grudge match. Amy Alonzi versus Emily Hayden.
Here we go. So you're all very curious to what the stipulation is for this match.
I mean, I know I am. So this is a question that Jim was talking about asking wrestlers, because we're trying to think of just like weird questions that the chat could give the guests when they're on. Like no like bad weird, but just strange weird.
Oh right, I get you.
So like his one is that he came up with the other day is, what would you rather take, a burning hammer or a stink face?
I think that's a weird question. I would wholeheartedly take a burning hammer over a stink fist. 100%. It's me, Beach. Wrestlebeech, also known as Booker Beach.
The best, beautiful and the only as well.
Thank you.
Good looking detective.
That's my other alias, that's my shoot job in fact, everyone. I thought you should know that. Other shoot job includes playing with squirrels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the middle of writing my manifesto. I also work as a teacher where I give advice to students about life and whatnot, and that's not Mr. Feeney, that was me.
Does that mean that you did the voice of the car in Knight Rider or not?
Did no one know that? No? Shame on you! You all didn't know that!
You are rocking your newest gear as well.
Oh yeah, love it. Only reason I've got new gear is because I lost weight and my other stuff doesn't fit me properly.
I know that, like, it's the thing, because everyone's talking about, like, how, oh, I'm going to come out for this quarantine, like I'm going to put on a couple of stone or whatever. Whereas you are in probably the best shape I've ever seen you in.
Thank you. I mean, I have been trying my best, like... Not gonna lie, I have indulged in a couple of sweets here and there, but that's beside the point.
I remember when you first started losing weight as well. Like, you put up like a new promo picture, I think. And when you put it up, I hadn't like seen you in a while. And I was like, good lord, like, how?
I don't know how either, to be honest with you. I said my prayers and ate my vitamins, brother.
That's the thing, like, and I've mentioned it on the stream before, whenever, like, someone's booked you in a match or whatever. Like, more and more, I've seen you getting, like, more confident and stuff. No just, like, in terms of, like, how you look, but, like, in your, like, performances in wrestling and stuff as well. And it's, like, really good to see.
Very much, like, it's something that whenever I get asked advice on wrestling, like, more often than not, I'll get asked about character. Because more often than not, I'm known for being a comedy wrestler, as we've previously spoken about, not my very serious wrestling. But but more often than not, like, I'll get asked about character, and the thing I always say is, like, don't try and enforce the character. It'll come in time. Like, I didn't just get, like, all of the things that I do and all the things that I say and whatnot. I didn't get that overnight. I didn't just, like, so I debuted in 2014, and I always tell the story of how I was generic female #1 when I first started. I had my light brown hair, I had the dark tan, and the very generic looking gear, and you really couldn't pick me out of the lineup. And then it was around about 2016, so about 2 years being on shows where I started to get a wee bit more confident being in front of a crowd and that, and I just had this epiphany of why the fuck should I care what other people think of me, because I was always very self-conscious that way, and I was always scared to do things that would make me laugh. I think always, like, the inner saboteur, if you will, and I would always be like, nah, nobody would find that funny, that's just something I would find funny. But then one day I just kind of had that epiphany about, fuck it, I'm going to do this on a show. And I think it was, I actually can't remember what it was exactly. I remember it was a comedy spot though, and I remember the crowd just loved it, and that was kind of a me since. And the best, the beautiful, the only, people ask where that came from. I fucking love Bill Murray. It's from Ghostbusters 2. There you go. That's where I got it from. He said after the scene in the courtroom, when the Ghostbusters came back, and he's like, we're the best, beautiful, the only, the Ghostbusters. And I was like, that's mine, I love Bill Murray, I need to do it for tribute. And that's how it came about. Same with Wrestlebeech, that started as a joke between me and my best friend Ashley. I sent her a photo, I think it was for like Fierce Females or something. It was like one of those silly photos of like me and, in fact I think it was the time I wrestled Amy Lindsay, and I was wearing the unicorn horn, and I sent her the photo and she was like, oh, Wrestlebeech, and she called each other Beach, and that was how Wrestlebeech started.
I remember that match, it was a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun in that match. I hate to admit it, but you know, she's my love rival right now, but yeah, I have to admit I enjoyed that match. Although I would have liked a black unicorn horn rather than a pink one, but we can't just have it all, can we?
Yeah.
We can't have nice things.
I mean, literally the toasty thing just started for like a one-off, like, daft spot in that match you had with Sammy Joe.
Right. If everyone wants me to talk about it, sound off in the chat about how the Toasty character came about, I genuinely don't mind telling the story. It's just whether you guys really want to hear it or not. So I don't want to bore you with like daft stories about myself, you know. As much as we're here to have fun, I don't want it just to be all me.
Oh. Hit the cutter, but couldn't you get there in time for the pin?
Don't mind this match, I'm on stream, I'm going to be very, very sad.
Oh! Bash at the beach.
Ah, bash at the beach!
So what was the stip?
The stipulation is that if I won, Toasty's not allowed to fucking message her on Twitter anymore, that's it. Toasty, you're not allowed to message her. Oh, he's crying now.
So...
Good, try out your coffee.
So yeah, now that, I mean, we got a bit distracted by that.
Well, if she won, he was allowed to message her on Twitter and I wasn't allowed to say anything, but the fact that I won, he's not allowed to now, so get it up, you toaster.
So now, I mean, we got distracted by the finish there, but chat, would you like to hear the story of how Toasty came about? Well, we set up this slightly higher than usual speed Andy Wilde versus Warhorse match.
Is 93% my rating for my booking just now?
So far, yeah. That's like the average so far.
And not bad.
That's like upper half.
So good, I hope.
That's upper half of the table.
Wow.
There we go. Yeah, Forever Craig wants to hear the story.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry, I'm just in the middle of going onto Twitter just to rub it into Amy that Toasty's not allowed to tweet her anymore. Clara wrote, yes, I beat Amy Alonso on Bash at the Beach. Get it up, you. Amongst herself as well, I do, so I'm feeling very gloating.
Oh yeah, so that's how the Amy being in the Toasty, the Toaster stable came about, because of Amy and Johnny on the charity stream talking about toaster ovens for about 3/4 of an hour.
I heard this story.
And it had nothing to do with the Toasty feud with yourself. It happened completely independently of that.
So when you told me that, I was actually laughing so hard I cried. Because I was not expecting it.
Because, basically she'd never heard of a toaster oven.
I heard of a toaster oven?
No, she'd never heard of one. And so for ages, she's trying to get Johnny to tell her what one is. And Johnny's just pissing himself laughing, how can you never have heard of a toaster oven? At one point, it was because they were arguing about wrestling moves and stuff as well. And she said something he didn't agree with. He's like, no, shut up, you fucking toaster pervert. Which is just what Johnny's like. You'd love him to bits, by the way. He's a great guy.
I'm sure I would love him. From the stuff I've heard, especially about the toaster incident. Right, so just because that's we tweeted that now, just a wee bit of a beach. So let me continue. What was it? I was going to tell the story about how Toasty came about, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Right, so for those of you that don't know, when I was at Fierce Females, it was myself versus Sammy Joe, and it was in a stipulation of I Do match, which is basically an I Quit match with wedding themed. And one of the wedding gifts that I got under the ring was a toaster. Which was a gift from Simon Cassidy, the announcer, and referee Sean McLaughlin, who is my favourite zebra. So I unfortunately lost the match, and I've been fired from the company since. However, as I don't know what you call it.
The silver lining?
I guess. The silver lining, yeah. I met Toasty for it. So, Toasty actually helped me through the hard time that is being fired. I didn't really have any friends that pierced females, so he became my only friend. And that's that, we've been besties since. However, an Irish hussy named Amy Alonso that does not know what a toaster oven is, has tried to steal him away from me, and I've had it out for that bitch ever since. It's the story. Lucy's a little bit upset with me right now.
I've sped it up a wee bit because I've just noticed we're after 8:30.
Oh well. Who's that decided you can join me in the living room now? Hi Chom. Chom is the Krillin, because he's slightly bigger than Goku, so I call him Chom, and he actually responds to it.
Whereas Moki is on the end of the bed getting herself clean now.
He's just looking for me to pet him, and Goku's decided that he's going to perch himself on the windowsill and watch the world burn, as I call it.
And they're beating each other's asses.
Well, I know. Cat seems intrigued by it.
How is Andy Wilde no getting booked all over the place?
That's occurred to me before as well.
Like, all over the, like, out with Scotland, I mean.
Oh, absolutely agree. 100%.
He's so good. Like, I know, and he's always been quite open about it. Like, he had a spell where he wasn't wrestling as much because he, like, mental health stuff and that. But
I remember he done an article about it on what was it?
was it Wrestle Ropes?
Wrestling Network, but the Wrestle Ropes, that was it. It was a really good article, I enjoyed it.
We talked about it a wee bit. We had Brent Carter, who's actually one of his trainees on. Like, basically, Brent is my pal Jordan. He's I've been pals with him for years. And it's sod's law, like, because he was actually meant to debut, like, next month. And now, obviously, it's kind of, like, he's going to have to wait a wee while. And it's a weird thing that, like, his first ever show graphic was the one for when he was hosting the stream. But he did well. And now, semi-main event, Sarah Marie Taylor, Session with Martina. Let's go!
Yes! Match I've been waiting for. Oh, Chog's decided that he's going to move, so I'm going to get a photo of that and put that up as well on my social medias for you all to enjoy. He's decided that he wants to sit in the Amazon Prime box.
So, as it stands, because it said at the top there that your average is now 94.
Wow.
But it'll be point something. So it'll be, 94 point whatever so far. So if you can maintain that, you will be at least 7th placed.
Wow.
So that would put you above Andrew Everett. And the thing is as well, like, even the bottom place one, which was Lewin Krieger, that was 77.6, which isn't a bad show by any means. It's just that such a high standard has been set. So like the ones that you're chasing right now, in 6th place, Brent Carter with 94.4. 5th place was Viper with 94.5. 4th place was Amy with 94.8. 3rd place was Manlin with 94.9. 2nd was Shug with 96.6. In first place was my pal Maya with 97.1. Only one person has ever beaten Maya's score, and we didn't count it because it was me that did it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not going to put myself on my own leaderboard. But yeah, I did one night just like myself and like messing around and blathering with the chat and that, and I ended up scoring 97.8. So get it up, you Maya.
Wow.
I love Maya to bits. And Maya, if you're out there watching, because I know again you've been going through a wee bit of a rough time, just know that I love you and I'm always here.
See Maya.
Like
What are you
that
doing?
we had her on when we had Viper on. Because, like, I mean, you'll remember said during the charity stream that like Maya had been going through a bit of a shit time of it.
I remember you saying.
So like I brought her on when Viper was in, because like Viper's one of our favourite wrestlers, to try and like lift her spirits a wee bit and that. So I let her book a Hale show as like a pre-show kind of thing, and put them all like Benny Hill speed. And it ended up getting like the highest score.
Alright guys, that's me put up on all my social medias, the photo that I promised of the Chonk filming cat, of where he is sitting right now while this stream is going on. Hope you all get a laugh at that one. Because he is a big bit of a boy.
Also, Wilfredo's favourite wrestler you are as well.
Oh hell yeah!
Because I got him to tweet you that time.
We were tweeting back and forth about how I'm Wolfdale's favourite wrestler, and he actually tweeted us back.
Hi.
And I proper freaked out about it. And I literally like cried. I was like, oh my god, it's Wolfdale! I love you! That happened.
I'm just so jealous reaction to your step.
No. I mean, I'm sorry, Mum. Sorry. Wahahaha.
There we go. Session off wins.
Hey.
You did a wrestle with her that one time.
Oh, I did. I got to wrestle her for the Discovery Women's Championship.
Yourself and Ashley Vega.
Yep, triple threat match. That was actually a lot of fun.
Aye.
I love Martina. Love her so much. Found out I had a lot in common with her. She's a big fan of Metal Gear Solid.
Oh,
so
she loves Metal Gear Solid.
we were talking about that, and we were talking about Mortal Kombat, and what else were we talking about? We were talking about like all sorts, mainly video game stuff, but we got a good laugh. I kept making her laugh as well backstage, so that's always a good time.
Have you ever seen the photo? It was her and that Irish wrestler's Ultra Star AC. It was like one.
What's the photo?
It was like one Halloween. They were dressed up as Big Boss and Quiet.
Oh no, wait! I saw the photo of her as Big Boss, but I didn't see the photo of him as Quiet.
It's for the same time. It's like funny as anything. Because he's got like the proper like the torn tights on and everything.
It's amazing.
So here we go, main event time. Johnny Impact against a pair.
That's what we've always wanted to see.
Johnny Parkour. So, like, just so the chat knows, the reason we're kind of rushing this one tonight is because Emily at 9 o'clock is away to like day FaceTime stuff with her family. So, which obviously takes precedence. So we're going to rush this show out the way. And I'll probably stick around for a bit and like do some other stuff.
Yeah, I'll still be around until like 9 o'clock, so don't worry about that. Like, sit and chat away until 9 o'clock.
I mean, we've still got the bear shoot fight to do anyway, so.
Of course, that's what I'm hanging around for, you know, that's really why I'm here.
Oh, that's another thing, like, I don't know if you saw, but I did make Ashley Vega.
Oh, did you? Oh, I didn't see that.
We had Rosie Knight in the game as well, but she actually quit. I don't know why.
Wow.
But yeah, we signed her. It was actually on Viper's request that we signed her.
Quit?
Actually, sometimes. Remember what, how I was saying about how Debbie was complaining a lot? If that keeps happening and you don't deal with it right, they sometimes actually will just quit.
Wow.
But it was weird because we didn't get any warning with Rosie, and it wasn't like we weren't paying her well or anything like that.
Just being a proper beach.
Because I'm trying to make a lot of the local wrestlers that haven't been done yet, so. Oh yeah, we had another bear as well, and that quit enough.
The bear quit!
Aye.
Oh wow!
The bear was a two-sport athlete, like a hockey playing bear called Wayne Gritsley.
I just realised I never gave the stipulations for the main event.
Alright,
So the main event stipulation, I decided if Johnny Impact somehow beats the bear for the belt, I will sign the Korean Topanga version with Adam.
oh, so
It's up to you, Adam, if you want to be Korea Topanga in this situation. Either way, I win.
I think we all agreed that I was going to be the Topanga.
Be Topanga.
Aye.
Right, we'll do the two versions of it then. If Johnny wins, we'll do the very unimpressed Topanga, and then we'll do the one when Topanga's right into it.
And what if the bear wins? No singing?
If the bear wins, then no singing.
Oh, now the pressure's on. Now I really want Johnny to win.
But once he's all get a song, if not, then there's no song. The only time they'll get Wrestlebeech singing.
Just so everyone knows as well, we were going to start the stream with that, and then at the last second you were like, actually no.
No, do you know what happened? The sound cut off, so I didn't know when it started. That's how I was like, oh, no, I
Right.
and just that awkward moment, I was like, the stream started, I can't say, like, that it's just cut out. Guys, that's the real reason, because we were originally going to start with that. So it wasn't just me going, no, not going to happen. It was, for some reason, the music didn't work at the same time, so it was just, oh damn, it's just not going to happen. We can do an a cappella version, if Johnny wins, that is.
Oh, Johnny bust open.
Wow.
Come on, Johnny, you can do this.
This is only a case that the good-looking detective can solve.
Oh, aeroplane spin.
Ah!
Come on, Johnny. The big key is they've got to avoid that bear hug. That's what's done so many of them in.
Finishes, so I was just about to pass.
The bear hug is done in so many of the bear's opponents. Johnny's putting up a hell of a fight. Wearing that crimson mask and still giving it what for.
Dare I say, will they win this? The suspense is killing me.
The suspense, you could say, is unbearable.
Aha! I see what you did there.
Uh-oh. The bear wins.
Oh, that's a shame. A song for you guys, and I have to say, yes, Wicker Man reference. Love it.
Oh, the Nicolas Cage Wicker Man's amazing. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh my god. Not the face! Not the face!
So 93% point something.
Wow.
93.1.
Not bad. I done a lot better than I thought.
93.1, which would place you... That would place you in 7th place.
Ow!
Out of 22.
Not bad. That's brilliant. It's a lot better than I thought, to be honest with you.
I mean, we've had actual bookers do this, and you've beat them.
Yes. Right, so who's giving him like your solid Booker Beach then? Let's make Bash at the Beach happen, lads. Sound off in the chat. Who wants Bash at the Beach to be a real thing? Who wants me to really be Booker Beach? Let's see if we can actually get a promotion to let me do this.
I would absolutely go to that show.
I would gladly have you at that show. Now guys, I know that I said that if Johnny won, we would all get the song.
Mm-hmm.
And if the bear won, that we win. However, because I am such a benevolent beach and you have all been a fantastic chat, Adam and I will do an a cappella version of War from Boy Meets World.
Okay.
If you have not watched Boy Meets World,
what are you doing with your life?
I thank you all very much. Yes, you are no longer my fellow DJs, etc.
So, and while it goes on, we're going to put the bear in a shoot fight. But I have lined up a very special opponent.
Really? I can't wait to see. I love to see it.
It's going to be a shoot fight between the bear and Tifa from Final Fantasy VII.
Yes! Round of applause! Well done. Well done.
And breaking with tradition, because usually the shoot fights against the bear are refereed by the giant from Twin Peaks. Instead, it's going to be refereed by Haley.
Hey! My Irish beach!
But the thing is, and I'll start the song when you do the Hit It Captain Randy, but Emily, I don't think this is the right song for us.
Well, Adam, you really want to win this karaoke competition, don't you?
I do want to
It's a
win.
beautiful song.
I do want to win, I just don't think you and I are the right people to express this particular sentiment.
Adam, it is a beautiful song. Hit it, Captain Randy! War! Ha! What is the good for?
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
War!
Good God, you all.
Kind of a joke here, isn't it, Ad?
Kinda, yeah. Anyway, shoot fight, Tifa, bear. What a way to end it, right? Us finally getting this hair song,
Amazing.
and now Tifa shoot fighting a bear. Refereed by your pal Haley.
I'll need to tag her in that, she'll be so happy.
What is she into Final Fantasy and all?
Oh, Haley will just be so happy she's in my stream. I mean, I'm happy about the Final Fantasy reference, so...
The hair isn't perfect. Like, the hair isn't perfect, but did the best I could with what's available in the game.
She'll love that. I need to tag her in it.
As always, Chris Hero watching on in the front row. See him?
Why is he watching?
Black jacket, red shirt. Come on, get that bear who battered Punch Wife. So who you calling for this one, Emily?
I think the bear has it in his bag, if we're being honest. As much as I want to keep it away.
You know I beat the bear once.
Yeah.
I beat the bear. Oh.
Then again, you did say quite a few people beat the bear in the shoot fights and just not actually win the belt off the bear.
I beat the bear in the shoot fight. Who else did? Chris Hero, Tyler Bate, Effie, and Brad Armstrong. On Kevin Nash. Everyone else has got gubbed by the bear. Oh, Shades of No I'm Dar with that combo.
Wow.
You best believe it. Remember how I said in this game you can set it up so they'll try and follow up this move with that move and such and such. You best believe I have done my absolute damnedest to recreate like the Beat Rush combo.
No way, that is awesome.
I mean, she won't do it in this because the priorities are different in a shoot fight.
Of course. That's very good, to be honest with you. Got my hopes up there for nothing.
Like, one of the things she'll do in an actual match...
Adam, for shame.
I'm ashamed to call you my brother and Sean. Like, in a wrestling match, one of the things she'll do is she'll do like a punch combo, kind of like the start of the Beat Rush, and then she'll hit the ropes and do like a somersault kick at them.
That's cool.
Is the bear Sephiroth in disguise? That's a good question for Ever Craig.
Maybe it is, we don't know that. Maybe he's on the Nick Cage from the Wicked.
Ah. Punch Wife wins! Punch Wife wins! I mean, she didn't just win, she beat that bear's ass.
It's Tifa.
There we go. So Emily is going to have to leave us now, I'm afraid. But before you go, Emily, where can people find you on those social medias that you mentioned?
Okay, here we go. For those of you who don't follow me on any social media or anything, on Twitter it is at Emily Hayden _UK. For Instagram, I always get this wrong, so I need to actually go in and check. It is / Emily Hayden /, and on Facebook it's just Emily Hayden. So anything that's went on tonight, like, so I've been doing live tweets as the stream's been going on. You'll find it all on there. Thanks for having me on, guys. I had so much fun.
Oh, thank you for coming.
I actually done so much better on the stream.
And as I said, like, you are, like, you're one of the people that's absolutely welcome back anytime you want.
I would love to come back, definitely. Like,
because, like, I know, like, when we were talking about it earlier, like, being stuck in the house is kind of shit for a lot of people. So if you're ever just bored and you want to have a laugh, I'm on most nights. So if you ever want a bit of companionship, just give us a shout and you can come in and book daft shit like this with us.
yeah, I'll definitely take you up on that. I've had so much fun, especially with it being Bash at the Beach, Book of Beach, Blind Meets World team. Rob Dale's favourite wrestler. Adam, feel free to jump in with anything else.
Best Beautiful Only, W3L Women's Champion.
Oh yeah, let's not forget about that.
And Upraw Women's Champion.
Emily Two Belts, thank you.
Like, I mean, at this rate, well, like, I don't know when we're ever going to get actual real wrestling shows again, but at this rate, you might even break Sarah's record with the W3L title.
I wish.
No, because you're thinking the other way, because it was the SSW one that she held for about 4.5 years.
It was the SSW one she held for practically forever. I can't think of anyone else that had that belt, to be honest with you.
I think it was Angel Hayes that beat her for it.
It was my first ever single. Oh yeah, so it was. I forgot about that. Angel was the one she was the last ever Diamond champion, in fact, good player. I look at the Angel now. But, fun fact, Sarah was my first ever singles match actually on a show.
Ah, who was that for?
SSW, it's for the Diamonds belt. So we all had this ongoing joke that it's a rite of passage. You weren't really a female wrestler until you went on SSW and you wrestled Sarah for the Diamonds belt.
I can see that, because she legitimately held that belt for like about 5 years or something.
Yes, she did, and it was genuinely it did just become this rite of passage thing for all, especially the PWW girls, where your first ever singles match would be Sarah for the Diamonds belt at the SSW, and we've all done it. Like Kaylee's done it, I think Carmel done it, I've done it, Lucy Cole done it, Angel Hayes done it, I think Ashley Vega done it as well.
Right.
Yeah, we've all done it.
Yep, we'll let you away, you can do your FaceTime with your family. But again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Honestly, I had a blast, it was great.
Yeah, so I'll let you away, and we're going to book a deathmatch show.
Oh, I'll let you watch that later on then.
I'll let you alone. Cheers again, pal.
Thanks again for having me, pal. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, beaches.